I apologize for being late, but Princess Skylar had to go potty. Let me turn my phone down. In the media. Let me turn let's see. There we go. Goodness, my hair. Skylar, could you please go sit down, baby? Please. This dog's spoiled. I'm going to have to scratch her back. Saz, hey, Pamela, Carla, Hazel, Angel, Val. Let's see, Val, reading your comment. Good morning. Have to say, so proud of my daughter starting her teacher career this week, student teaching with 4th grade. Decorated her desk in teal and gold. So cute. Hard work of parenting pays off. Valerie, congratulations to you and your daughter. You're a great person, Valerie. Great mom. Hey, Dennis. How are you? And Saz, welcome. Have I ever seen you in here before, girl? If not, welcome. And there's Perry. Yeah, it is so awesome. Ola, the storage. My sister is a teacher too. Oh, I used to play school all the time when I was growing up. Of course, I always had to be the teacher. I always made my cousin be the student. Go sit down now. Go on. I'm not scratching your back. I'm in the hospital. Just had operation. Hazel, oh my God, are you okay? Prayers for you, girl. Thanks, God, she had ADD and learning disability, so she has worked hard. Oh, bless her. I'm so proud of her. Don't even know, and I'm proud. Hey, Lightfeather. It's 4:25 here in Spain. Well, good evening, Hazel. I'm sorry to hear about your operation. Hey, Love Hollis. Did I miss you? In the comments. Oh, yeah, I was just saying, you know how I am. I was just saying, I don't know why we're going to discuss it in a minute. I didn't mean it like in a smart way, girl, or nothing. Hey, Carla. Did I say hi to Carla? I don't remember who I say hi to and who I don't, y'all, because I'm got ADD, ADHD. My mind goes, that's why I switch subjects so much, I think. So we had big news yesterday about Fotis Dulos. Y'all, I was bitching about him yesterday morning on my live stream. You know, not really bitching, but just wondering, like, why have they not charged him with murder? Like, what's going on here? I mean, before we start on this, I can't concentrate with the camera on. I'm sorry. I just can't. It's just the way my mind is. I'm going to go get some coffee and I'll be right back. And then we're going to get into Fotis. Oh, well, guys, I just walked by the TV. I've got it muted, and it had on HLN. A man drove his smart car through the kitchen. Yeah, who wants to go on panel and talk with me about this? Now, we're going to be serious this morning. Let me post the... Let me move my Chrome back closer since I'm off camera. That way I can see everybody's comments. Okay. If somebody wants to come on panel and talk about this. Hold on. I'm going to have to move. Skylar's got damn food in here eating it. Skylar, really? Really? Come on, baby. That's been sitting there all morning. Come on. I'll take it in the bathroom. Come on. Jesus Christ, help me. These dogs and animals are spoiled. I've got my hands full. Okay, I apologize, y'all. Y'all know how it is. Shug, I have severe ADHD, and when I hit 50, it calmed down a little bit. I still have it, but it's better. So, hey, Skylar. Sorry, Shug. I was reading your comment and turned around, and she has carried this bowl of dry food back in here. Listen to that. She sits there and she licks every piece of dry food in the bowl, and then she eats it. Hazel Basil, I'm praying for you, girl. I hate to see any of my friends saying they're in the hospital. Yeah, listen to her. She's over there just crunching away, Pamela. Yeah, I saw the news report on my channel last night about Sonny and the illegal seed he has been hiding. What do you mean, illegal seed? Oh, okay, Tanny. I'm sorry, girl. Gonna miss you in the chat. I turned the camera off, Shook. So it makes me nervous. I cannot. I mean, it don't if I'm just like chit-chatting, but when I talk about cases, I don't know. I can't focus. Sorry. Oh, okay. I got to watch it. Yeah, I've been busy this morning, so I have not watched any YouTube videos. I got up at 6 o'clock. I've been with goats, chickens, dogs. Okay, so Fotis got arrested. If anybody wants to come on panel, they can. When Katie first sent me this article, I was like, yes, they have charged him with murder. Then I read it, and they got him with tampering with evidence again. Well, I have the documents, the arrest, what the arrest warrant says. Let me find it. I sent it to Katie. She may put together a video about it. But anyways, allegedly, he had an alibi script wrote out. Oh, here's Carla.
Oh no, my camera's on. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Hello, everybody.
Go to the bottom, turned off. You don't want it down.
That's okay. I look like shit. Ooh,
yep, look like shit.
I look like crap. Can I see the chat from here?
You may have to use another device. I'm not sure. I've never been a guest on StreamYard. Get you a phone.
I got a phone. Hello, everybody.
Oh, okay. So, allegedly, this was all planned out. And just like I've been saying, and y'all's been saying, the gal pal is going to save her own butt. She done told them that Jennifer's body was transported in that truck that Fotis borrowed from his employee. After, and he transported Jennifer's body allegedly. So what happened? He was lying in wait for her to come home. He had her schedule wrote down and everything. They think that he attacked her when she got home, took her body out in her SUV because he had that borrowed truck parked nearby. And then he put the body into that truck. After her disappearance and stuff, he got angry and stuff at that employee because he wanted him to take those seats out of that truck. He said, well, I hugged my ex-wife and one of her hairs might be in there and it won't look good. Well, the employee changed the seats out, but he kept them. He kept them in case police needed them. And police have found her DNA, I guess blood, substance like stuff, on those seats.
He did it.
Yes, he did it, girl.
Gee, he's a sneaky.
And I believe Michelle, she knows all about it. She could say what she wants to. When they searched his Farmington home, they found handwritten notes by Fotis Dulos, coming up with false alibis, having Jennifer's schedule down, having the times of the phone calls down, and how long they talked on the phone. They were planning their damn alibis out.
Oh yeah.
No, he made bail, Pamela. He bonded out last night. Skylar's killing me. So
They haven't arrested him though yet, right? For the murder?
Do what? Do what, Carla?
They haven't arrested him yet for the murder, have they?
No. And I was listening to HLN this morning, a legal analyst, and they were saying the reason we are getting bits and pieces like when they come out with the DNA evidence on the kitchen faucet, is because when they send this stuff off to be analyzed, it takes a while for them to do it.
Right. Still.
But they must still feel like that they don't have enough to get a conviction. I do think they have enough to charge him, but maybe they think that they don't have enough for a conviction without the body somehow. He's charged with another charge, Mel, of tampering with evidence. So they went and arrested him. Yeah, so the girlfriend, she turned on him a long time ago. The police have known this for a while. It's just not came out, I guess. They've been investigating. She told them everything. Almost everything. She probably told them a lot more than once came out.
They're not going to release everything that she's told them, I'm sure. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to tell the public what they know.
Right.
Or they've got to investigate her too, right?
Yeah, what she's probably going to do is
plea deal.
It's make a plea deal. And, usually the first one that talks is the one that gets the deal.
Right.
I knew when she met with them at Fotis's home when he was arrested the first time, she bonded out. Fotis didn't get out right away. Well, she met with investigators at Fotis's house with her attorney, and I knew when she did that she was going to roll on him.
That's the same as Patrick Tracy's girlfriend. I still think she was more involved than
yeah.
They said. So I think that this one is going to do the same thing.
Hey, oh, Blue Eyes. Hey, Wheatsy. Yeah. Why though? And where is her body?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
I turned my camera off. I look like crap. Jeez.
It don't matter. Everybody does it here on YouTube. Hardly anybody's on camera anymore. I get really distracted because I don't know. I just got bad nerves and stuff and paranoid, and so I'll turn it on for a little bit and then turn it back off. Sometimes.
Oh, you always look good. So.
Girl, I get so nervous, y'all. My heart will start beating out of my chest and stuff. And I'm always worried about how I look because I always feel like I look like crap.
You never look like crap. I've never seen that.
Oh, thank you, Carla. You're so sweet. Girl, you've been crocheting away, haven't you?
Oh, my God. You should see the stuff I've been doing. I slammed my finger in the sliding door yesterday, so I'm
Yeah, Jade, where did he put her body at? Where do y'all think he did with her? Now, we know he took her shirt off of her because it was found in those trash bags. her shirt, and her bra did have blood. Oh, yeah, that legal analyst said that they may not have found enough blood to be able to say that, she was probably murdered. So that's why they're saying serious physical assault.
Well, and they can still charge someone with murder even if they don't find the body, right? I mean, they can. If
Yeah, it's
they think
happened.
there's, yeah, if they think there's, you know, well, she's got to be. I mean, what mother would just disappear and not tell their kids where they are? I don't believe that, you know.
Jennifer is sadly deceased.
Oh, yeah, she's definitely something nefarious happened to her. We just don't know
And
what yet.
Michelle's going to walk away from this, y'all. She's going to walk away just like it's Crystal Kenny with nothing. What's
I
Crystal
think
going to get in the
I
Kelsey?
think that's so disgusting. To me, that's really disgusting that
Mhm.
that they can, because I even think that Crystal Kenny was more involved than I think she may have even been the one that helped murder. Um,
I know it. That sounds like a movie. What they did, him trying to get Crystal to murder Kelsey, put things in her drinks. I mean, it just sounds like a Lifetime movie.
well, I also think the mother was involved in that, or maybe not involved in the murder, the actual murder, but I think she knows more than she's saying too. His mother, I mean Patrick Swayze's mother, not what's
Oh,
the other.
yeah,
I can
definitely.
never say
He's
his
a
name.
mama's boy.
Fotis? Fotis? Is that his name? Is he Greek or something? That's a
Fotis?
different.
The
Yeah.
one,
Is he Greek or something? Or
is he free? Is that what you
is
said?
he?
Greek.
No,
Greek.
Greek,
Yeah.
or you know what I mean?
Um,
Like from a
he's
different.
from Greece, but I think he's Turkish,
Oh, okay. You know
but
what
he
they say
grew up
about.
in Greece.
Oh, love Hollis. What a sweetheart.
Oh, love Hollis. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank
she is.
you. I love you. Thank you. She's so sweet. Her favorite dog's the reason I was late this morning. She likes Skylar, my beagle. She seems to want to be a problem this morning. She's back over here at my feet.
Wait a minute. Did they find Chelsea Barrett's body, Pamela? She said she
She,
watched burn Kelsey.
oh, yeah. I've got the arrest, what is it called? Arrest affidavit for that here on my Chromebook. And I was reading through it. And she says something like that Patrick put her body kind of like in this burn barrel, I guess, and burn it. And then went and discarded it.
Really? I didn't know. I never heard that.
If I
Wow.
can figure out how to send that to you, I
Well,
will. I thought it was, huh?
Did they find? Did they find any parts of her? Like
No,
any?
the last I heard, I think they said they found, was it a tooth or a
Oh,
bone or something at the residence? They didn't know for sure if it was human. I think they sent off to analyze it, but I don't know if that ever come back.
oh wow. I didn't know that. I never heard that. Where have I been?
Pamela says a tooth, yes.
Well, she's dead.
Do y'all think that Crystal done that on purpose? Y'all know she could have set him up. She could have had that in her pocket or from cleaning up the crime scene and put it at his house.
Yeah. Did she clean up the crime scene? Was it
Yeah,
her that she said that she cleaned up the crime scene for him? Or she said for him, but I
yeah.
don't.
He called her. He said that she said after he killed Crystal that he called his mom and her, and she come and cleaned up the crime scene, and she left some blood spots behind on purpose. She said.
I don't believe anything she says.
No, the girlfriend says his mother watched them burn her body in a horse trough.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
my goodness.
You know, no matter how much I loved my child, I would not cover up a murder for them, either of them. You know what I
Sad,
mean? There's
Sad
no,
says that the tooth wasn't a match. I wouldn't either, Carla. I wouldn't cover up a murder for
What
my
was
son.
that, Mel Mel?
Look, we had a boy I grew up with used to spend the night with my brother. He pushed his girlfriend off this big tall porch, and their porch kind of overlooked like the woods, and there was these big rocks. Well, he pushed her, she fell and broke her neck. He cut her up and was burning her. His sister walked up on him, and she went and told their dad, which is a preacher, and he turned his own son in.
Wow.
Hmm.
I wouldn't either, light feather.
Oh, blue eyes. Girl, she said, I bet $500 Patrick will blame it on the girlfriend. Yeah, I'm not going to bet against you, girl, because that's probably exactly what he's going to do. Didn't the prosecutors come out and say they want to know from the defense ahead of time if they're going to try to blame it on someone else? I think I heard that on the news. I don't understand how anyone can cover for a murder. Carla, you still there?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
reading the chat.
Okay. Yeah. Water ski mom. Hey, girl. She cleaned up and drove 600 miles to do it, Jane said.
That's disgusting. No, Mel Mel, I would find it hard to turn in my own child, but I would try to make them turn themselves in. You know what I mean? Like if I knew that they were involved in a murder, I would try to get them to do the right thing. It
Yeah.
would be hard to turn your own child. It would be. It would be hard to come to terms that if your child did something like that, I think.
Yeah. I don't know how Cindy Watts does it. I mean, those were her grandkids. She wasn't that close with them though, evidently.
Hmm. Does that Crystal does she have kids of her own? I
I
didn't
think
know.
she's got a daughter, don't she?
Wow.
See, I didn't really cover this case. I was late to the game on it, starting my channel, I believe. And then Jay for Justice and Oni and Dad with the Phone, and everybody else was covering it. And I didn't just want to like jump in, and they've been with it since the beginning. Hey, Gloria.
I agree, Shug.
Let me get me some coffee while you're reading the chat. I'll be right back.
Takes a person with no soul, I would think. That's my opinion. I don't know how people think they can get away with things nowadays. I mean, with DNA and how they can prove murders nowadays. I mean, you got to be crazy to think you could get away with murder. But I imagine people do. People go missing all the time. So,
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry, Carla.
yay!
I told you I was going to get coffee. Didn't you hear me?
I don't know how to keep your chat going.
Look at the chat. I'm going to get me some coffee. This cup is small. So back to Fotis and Dulos. Um, Fotis evidently they wrote out what they call the alibi script. Everything. So this murder, I would say it was planned out for a while. He had down her schedule. And I also think that Michelle Triconis, she tried to give Fotis an alibi about that morning, but that didn't. They proved the alibi to be false. And I think that the truck that he borrowed was caught on surveillance camera, and it was parked not far from Jennifer's house. So he drove her body out in her SUV and loaded it up into that borrowed truck. That's probably where that mat came from. The mat that was allegedly dumped off at that restaurant at the trash cans, supposed to have had blood on it. They theorized that it may have come from Jennifer's SUV.
How can
God,
you do that to the mother of your children? Like, how can you do that to your own children? That's just awful.
thank you, Water Ski Mom. I don't know. I mean, he has really ruined ruined their lives, took their mother from them. She'll never see them graduate, get married, have grandkids. He's ruined his own life and took Jennifer's. I mean, it's just so sad. Water Ski Mom, y'all, I want to ask y'all, when I post those videos to Patreon, can y'all watch them? I mean, they say they upload. I'm just wondering. Alex, she's a Patreon. I'm heading into PT. I'm listening. Okay, girl. Good luck. He will rot in jail if he doesn't get off with a high-priced lawyer. Who bonded him out last night? The bond was $500,000. I knew he was going to bond out. They can't hold him by law. They have to post him a bond unless he had
Doesn't
missed.
sorry.
Go ahead.
Doesn't his girlfriend's family have money too? I heard that somewhere. I thought I saw that.
Evidently, I read an article one time that says that she was a jet setter, flying everywhere, been into all these different businesses. Yeah, she comes from money.
Maybe her family bonded him out. I don't know.
I mean,
Just wondering who's got that much money that they could post that much money? You know what I mean? Like,
he's got some kind of mysterious benefactor from Greece funding his defense team, PI, and evidently bonded him out of jail. Did y'all see that picture in that video? That's his new mugshot. And he kind of had a smirk on his face.
God, my phone's loud. Sorry about that.
No, it's all right. Stuff happens like that all the time. Live streams can't be perfect. I mean, this is real life, real people. You know what I mean? Like my dog's in the road.
I agree, Val. I don't know. I guess certain judges have different ways of thinking about things. I guess they don't think he's a danger to the public. No,
Yeah.
he can just kill his own wife.
So what I think happened, he was waiting for her. She pulled into the garage, got out of the vehicle. He attacks her with a knife. And then after that, he tries to clean up. He goes in, tries to wash his hands, but he leaves his DNA behind, mixed in with Jennifer's on the kitchen faucet. Now, what I want to know is if he had any cuts or anything on him. I don't know for a fact that she was stabbed, but allegedly there was a knife with blood on it and a pillow found by a guy who took the knife, cleaned it off, and sold it for $5 worth of crack. So that right there, what I just said, is my theory of what he did. And police think that he did lie and wait for her. They didn't say how she was murdered, though.
I would be too, Pamela. I'd be fearful for the children too.
He's a Josh Powell, y'all. I'm telling you, I keep saying that. He reminds me of Josh Powell.
Is he the one that burned his house down with him?
Yeah, he blew it up. After he let the kids come in, locked the social worker out, he hit the kids with hatchets in the head and then blew the house up.
Yeah, but Fotis doesn't have any access to his children right now, does he? I mean, the
No,
mother-in-law.
thank God. No, thank God.
Yeah.
And he's not going to get it now because he's charged with tampering with more evidence. So he's not. Thank God the judges, decided from the beginning not to let him have access to the kids. He doesn't even need supervised visitation at this point. Imagine what these children are going through. Imagine having to sit down and tell them children, your dad murdered your mom. This is what's happening. We can't find your mom. Because the twins are 13, which is the oldest two kids. So they have to know what's going on. My son is 12, and he's very aware, very intelligent.
Yes, he does, Saz. He needs to be kept away from those kids.
Yeah.
But imagine the kids, though, what they're going through. I mean, that's their father. And, they probably love their father like you love your parents, So it must be really, really hard on them. That's who I really feel sorry for.
I know. I know.
The ones that they're the innocent ones, and they're the ones that suffer the most. Not only did they lose their mother, but they're losing their dad too. So, because he's a
Yeah.
selfish,
It seems like
uh,
they have been through a lot because, this big custody battle, and I reckon Fotis was really hard on him. It was Fotis's way or no way, according to Jennifer and divorce documents, stuff that was said. Like, he wanted them to water ski. I guess they wanted to water ski, but like when they were tired and stuff, they were afraid to tell him they were tired. They were afraid, in Jennifer's words, to defy him.
yeah. Well, he's that culture though, isn't it? Meant it's my way or the highway kind of thing.
Yeah, and
That kind of culture. I have nothing against those people, Turkish people or whatever, but they're kind of like,
yeah,
you know,
American women. I watched 90 Day Fiance. I mean, they need to do research on the cultures before they marry someone, from a different culture, um, because in like Fotis's culture and other cultures, men are dominant and in control of everything. I couldn't be in that kind of relationship.
neither could I.
I mean, they are. My husband's conservative, very conservative, and he does have like control of the relationship, but these other cultures take it to another level. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, love Hollis. Karma's Karma will get him one way or another.
Oh yeah, he's going down. When I was reading that article, I wanted to put in that video. They're coming for you, you son of a bitch. I did. That's what I was thinking. You're going down. I told y'all, Gloria Farber, she's going to push it, and these investigators, he's going down for this one way or another. He's going to be ruined.
That's what I mean. I don't know how people think they can get away with murder nowadays. I really don't. I mean, you have to be somewhat narcissistic to think that you're smart enough to get away with a murder. There's no such thing as perfect murder.
How dumb is it to write down an alibi script and leave it in your house? When your wife goes missing and is reported, the spouse or ex-spouse is the first person they go to, and they're going to get search warrants, and especially if you're, in a big custody and divorce battle. And for Fotis, let me tell you what's going to happen with Fotis. They're going to blame Jennifer's murder on this employee because it was his truck. Oh, yeah. Something else I read in the affidavit I want to tell y'all. Michelle Triconis verified that was her and Fotis to investigators on that surveillance video dropping off the evidence. She's told
Mel,
us.
Mel, was that on Netflix? I saw a show on Netflix about that. They could read their their last thoughts.
In his Farmington house, Saz, is where the alibi scripts was found, girl. In his office. In his own handwriting. It's not the culture. I co-parent American sociopath, and they are all saying, yeah, well, let me tell you something. There's some American men that are just as bad as like other cultures that are controlling.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And if y'all want to read the arrest affidavit, y'all got to Google, just Google it. Fotis Dulos arrest affidavit. You'll find an CNN article, and in that CNN article, it's got a little place where it's got the documents you can download. That's how I got them.
Well, I'm gonna jump off here, CC
Okay.
and everybody. I'll
Thank you
still
for coming on. If y'all not subscribed to Carla, go check her channel out. She does videos. She's starting her channel up.
okay. How do I get out of here? Oh, just leave?
Yeah,
Okay.
just leave. Just click out. I don't know. I've never been a guest on StreamYard.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, girl. Have a good day. Don't crochet too
Bye.
much. Okay, who's next? Who else is coming up here? I sent the stuff to Katie, the article where she could download documents. She said she might do a video about the documents. I was so hoping, God, that they was going to charge him with murder. But maybe they're just getting where it takes so long to get DNA and stuff analyzed. Maybe they're just getting bits and pieces back right now. He's going to be charged, y'all. It's just a matter of time, I believe. If he's not, I don't know. Like, yeah, who's next? Come on out. Who's the next contestant on The Price is Right? Did y'all used to watch that? I did when it was Bob Barker. I don't watch anymore. Come on, Love Hollis, light better. Oh, you don't have to if you don't want to. I was just joking. I like having people up here, though. Oh, Saz, you're welcome. Yeah. I'm going to try to, I didn't get to read through it all. I'll sit down here in a little bit after I get off here. I'll have to take my dogs out when I get off here. But after that, I'm going to sit down and try to read through them. Yeah, she's told on him. I know she'd save her own ass. I told you. Yeah, come on down, Gloria. I know she already got tampering with evidence and hindering prosecution charge. That probably scared her. She's not wanting to catch a murder charge. I'm shy too, Love Hollis. Wish I could tell. Sometimes I am. Anyways, I got up bright and early to see what was going on with Fotis. I knew he would post bond. I knew it. I knew they'd give him a bond. They about have to unless he's had KPSs and stuff and not showed up for court on that charge legally, I think. The damn high bond, though. What's a tampering with evidence hindering prosecution? 20 years? Something like that. Up to 20, 30 something. Let's see if I can find my phone here. I had those. I uploaded the documents to one of my Google Drives. Now, where is it? Maybe it's on another account. No, I don't see it. Damn it. I don't know what I did. God, I hate technology. I'm not ready yet. I feel like I would start laughing and freeze. And it can be intimidating and nervous to go on YouTube and camera in front of everybody, but I'm comfortable with everybody. It's just where I have like bad nerves and anxiety real bad. I'll tell you one thing. It's a lot easier to sit and talk when you got your camera off. I'll just be honest. Everybody that, has got these channels has always got their cameras on. It's a lot easier to talk that way for some reason. Thank you, Carla, and thank you again for coming on panel. Y'all check Carla Marie out. If you're not subscribed, I noticed, Carla, you got quite a few subscribers, girl. You're on your way. Is there a new article, girl? Okay, thank you, Val. I'm so glad that your daughter, she's a student teacher now. It won't be long, she'll be a teacher. Proud of her. Seems like she's worked really, really hard. All that hard work's going to pay off. Let's see. I'm trying to find the new article. The last one I see is 2 hours ago. Let me go here. Let me look. If you've got the link to the article, Val posted. The latest one I see is from CNN 2 hours ago. Missing Connecticut's mom's body was in the truck used by her estranged husband at some point. I think this is the one I did a video on. Well, I'll read it anyways. A blood-like substance that contained Jennifer Dulos' DNA was found in the vehicle her estranged husband had access to the day she disappeared, according to a new warrant. Fotis' gal pal told police he had the truck cleaned days later because the body of Jennifer at some point was in there, according to the warrant, which details the vehicle's movements on the day Jennifer disappeared and subsequent days. Let me click yes. I see some new details here. Oh, no. So he was rearrested, charged with tampering with or fabricating physical evidence. This is in addition to his previous charges. The vehicle that the warrant says Fotis Dulos is believed to have driven on the day of the disappearance belongs to one of his employees, who told police Fotis urged him to replace the seats over the course of several days. Fotis was insistent, pushy, and angry, and that the seats had not been changed out. According to the warrant, the employee said Fotis eventually told him that he was worried hair evidence might be in the vehicle because he had hugged his estranged wife days before she disappeared. Well, we know that's bullshit. Somebody that's in a bitter divorce and custody battle, she ain't going to be hugging him. She's afraid of him. After the employee switched the seats out, he told police he decided to keep them without telling Fotis in case the police needed them. Police later found the blood-like substance that contained Jennifer's DNA on one of the seats. Police say they do not believe the employee was involved in the crime. Alibi scripts. Now, police also found what detectives call alibi scripts in the business office of Fotis. Says the handwritten notes outline specific times and activities for the day Jennifer was reported missing and the day after. The notes were written by Fotis and Michelle to help them remember their activities. Michelle told authorities, according to the warrant. The notes also listed the times and durations of the phone calls individuals called. The notes were proven to be inaccurate and included alibi witnesses who were later determined to be false, according to the warrant, and Michelle later admitted the events did not happen. In the warrant, police also presented still photos of Jennifer's vehicle heading towards her residence at 8:05 a.m. on the day she was reported missing. The image is captioned, "This photo is the last known photograph of Jennifer alive." At the time this footage was recorded, Fotis is believed to have been lying in wait for Jennifer to return home to her home. The crime and cleanup are believed to have occurred between 8:05 a.m. and 10:25 a.m. The day after Jennifer was reported missing, police asked Fotis to come to the New Canaan Police Department and assist investigators in the missing persons case, according to the warrant. Fotis arrived with his attorney, but Fotis briefly met with the investigators by himself in the lobby of the building. Fotis' attorney joined his client shortly thereafter and told investigators he and his client were leaving and would not provide an interview to police. Police asked to see Dulos' cell phone and asked him to unlock the phone, which he did, and detectives told him his cell phone was being secured as evidence. Fotis refused to consent to police examining his phone and left without providing any information on his wife's disappearance. Images in the new arrest warrant show a vehicle believed to be Fotis' employee's truck parked about 100 feet from where Jennifer's Suburban was later found abandoned. The warrant alleges Fotis parked his borrowed truck, then went to his estranged wife's home to lie in wait for her to return. It alleges he drove her body away from her home in her car. then put her body into the borrowed truck. Her body's not been found. Yeah, I'm not listening. I'm not listening to the chat. I'm crime reported mode. Oh, you up here? Oh, sorry. I was reading that article. My head was bent down.
It's
You
fine,
there?
don't worry about it. I actually thought you'd finished talking about that stuff. So I was coming on for a little bit of light relief, but if you're still back to serious business, I can do that.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Come on out. Yeah, I was just reading them what happened, basically what the arrest warrant said this article covered. So he's going down.
He's screwed.
Yeah.
Quite frankly, he's screwed.
She's told him a lot more than that. She must not know where the body was at. But you know what? They searched all these different places, so maybe she told them.
Well,
I don't know.
I think she probably did, but maybe what he did to the body before he got rid of it has affected their searching. Are there wild animals in those areas? You know?
Well, yeah, there's wooded areas in any wooded area. I mean, even in the city, there's coyotes that come out at night. I was watching a documentary on some of those abandoned streets, and stuff.
And what were you saying before about an incinerator or something?
Remy had told me that there were a few incinerators up in that area.
So if she was, in fact, incinerated and in many bags scattered, they would have a really hard time.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Did they take dogs in with their searches?
Have they had what?
Dogs.
Cadaver dogs? Yeah. Yeah,
they did with every spot?
I just spilled coffee everywhere.
God damn it, Cece.
They have searched high and low for her. They've been out of state looking for her, too. I got to get a towel.
So it was only a 2-hour period.
Yeah, I don't know if he had enough time to dismember her body. I was thinking he may have, because he removed her shirt. Most people, when they commit these murders, they just bury them, clothes and all. I mean, some cases they don't, but most of the time they do. Unless
maybe he cut himself and bled on her top, and that's why he took it off.
Yeah, he had to have cut himself, because how else would his DNA have been on the kitchen faucet with Jennifer's blood? They don't say it was his blood. They say it's his DNA, but it has to be blood, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so he has stabbed her to death. So that guy that found the knife and traded it for crack, I believe he was telling the truth. I believe he found a knife.
He probably did.
I mean, just because someone's a addict don't mean they're going to make up some crazy story like that.
The whole thing's bizarre, like you were talking about before with the other lady. I can never remember their names. I always remember faces instead of names, and because I watch so many crime things, and Oni's only really been doing the Dulos case for the past week or so, I think.
Who is it?
Oni. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know he was doing the Dulos case.
Yeah, no, he's only because they started talking about it one day, and I was like, CC does this one.
Aww.
So yeah, threw you right under the bus there, CC.
Oh, there's Donnie. Donnie, I love the Palomino. She's a Palomino, right? Or he? I used to have a Palomino.
I don't know, Donnie, if it would be her hair, because wouldn't her hair be everywhere? I didn't mean that to make it out like a poem. I did not mean that. But I think they would be more, funny about finding blood than finding one of her hairs in a house that she has obviously been in before, wouldn't they?
Yeah. I would say that Fotis has never been inside that house until he killed Jennifer. He alleged he was at like some kind of family dinner a couple days before her disappearance, but witnesses say he was never inside that home.
Mm. Not even for the toilet?
I don't know. I don't know how long he stayed, or I just don't see her inviting him to dinner or anything and them going through like this divorce.
Depends what the dinner was for, though, Cece. If it was like a kids thing or something, you know, you might try and save face for them.
But she seemed to be scared of him.
Yeah. Well, I think she had every right, considering now we're talking about her and she's gone.
Yeah. Christina's Journey. Y'all check her channel out. She's starting her channel out.
Just to quickly off topic, I was just reading a news report, and a lady in, I don't know, some Asian country was caught with a 6-day-old baby trying to smuggle it to the US.
I know. I was reading the article this morning, and I was just wondering, who did she take that baby from? Or is that her baby?
She had a stat deck, apparently, and the parents of the baby are apparently being charged as well.
So she sold the baby to her? Did they sell her the baby? Is that what it is?
Probably. Such poor countries over there, you know.
It's a wonder if the baby didn't suffocate.
Well, she had it in like a, they called it a bum bag or something like that, but it was like a sling, but it was down really low. So I don't know if she was trying to, like, at least she didn't put it in a bag, a suitcase, like some idiots have done in the past. But I don't know if she was trying to make out like she was a big woman or something, you know, by holding the sling down low and then try and get past the, you know, airline hostesses when she was getting onto the plane. Bit bizarre.
Yeah, I don't know how she thought she was going to get by with that. I mean, don't you have to go like through some kind of x-ray or something? I've never flown, so I don't know.
Really?
No, never.
Wow.
They say they're buffering.
Oh. No, that's just Christina's buffering.
Oh, someone Light Feather said it too. It shouldn't be.
Light Feather said I'm not.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, I'm not. Okay. Well, I started to say it's got a really strong Wi-Fi signal. So nobody's home. Ruku's, I mean, it's on, but not on nothing, you know.
So Valerie says there was only a 2-hour time for him to have gotten rid of her.
Yeah. He only had like 2 hours.
What can you do realistically in 2 hours?
Yes, Valerie, he had Duper's Delight in his mugshot. Well, he buried her. He probably had somewhere to bury her or burn her already planned out because they already had this alibi script. Human trafficking. What was Valerie's question, Mel? Do you know? Right here. Is that it?
I thought I didn't see that one. I just saw the one before where she said he only had 2 hours or something.
That's probably.
I don't know I don't know how he could have cut up the body in that 2-hour period. Well, that would depend on if he knew what he was doing and how much exactly he, you know.
Yeah. Okay. I thought she put the article in. What have you been up to, girl?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I just walk around the house in my moustache.
I
feel fancy. I'm good. My cold's gone pretty much. Just bought a vape. I'm going to start vaping soon instead of smoking. So,
you know, vaping is not safe. I saw on the news where people that vape, it gives them like popcorn lung, what they call it.
Yeah, I've seen that, but I'm
gonna stick to my cigs.
I know, but if you read closely, the kids especially that have gotten sick, have been smoking or vaping THC, and where they're getting it from is not good. So a lot of it, and a lot of it here too, they're trying to create some sort of hysteria because the government here, they charge $50 for a packet of 40s.
For a pack of what?
40s.
What's that?
40 smokes.
40 smokes in a pack. We get 20 in a pack here.
Yeah, but we're paying $50.
$50 for a pack of cigarettes?
For a packet of 40 cigarettes. So our taxes, they are taxing the hell out of us for smokes. And because they can't tax us for vaping, they're trying to, discount it as much as they can because they need us to smoke because then we're paying all the tax.
Okay. So do y'all not grow tobacco there?
That's illegal here.
I mean, there's not like tobacco farmers?
Nope. I don't think there is anyway. I think everything's got from overseas.
So do y'all have Marlboros and stuff?
I've never bought them, so I don't know. Not Marlboros anyway.
I wonder how much they would be over there. They're like, I pay like $5 for my Marlboro Blacks a pack.
Yeah, Love Hollis, they are trying to find a way to ban the vapes, but there's you got to research both sides, and I've done a lot of that, and I'm still think that whatever's in that freaking vape is still going to be better than what's in cigarettes. I mean, unless you're rolling your own, just plain tobacco or whatever, that's different,
Yeah.
But it's all the chemicals and stuff that they put into the manufactured ones. Pretty bad. And I don't plan on being on a vape forever. I just want to try and use it to sort of switch over and get off.
Was you paying $40 for a pack of cigarettes?
$46 for a packet of 40 right now.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Val, for that link. I found the article. Oh my goodness, that is so high.
Yeah.
I think Creative Revival told me where she's from that cigarettes were like $11 a pack, and I was like, oh my God, that's high.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez.
They're $5 here. I think Marlboro Reds are 5 cents, and I smoke the black ones.
Wow. I mean, look, the Aussie dollar is probably about 35 American for 50 here. But still, 35 for 40 smokes over there, that's what you'd be paying.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Love Hollis. I love my moustache too.
I could not afford that, girl. I'd have to quit smoking.
Well, I've just stopped feeding the kids and Andrew. And I've just been making them walk everywhere and not putting petrol in the car, and they're all sleeping on the floor. I sold their beds. I'm pretty much selling everything that I can just so I can smoke, CC.
Yeah, right. I thought you were serious for a minute, and then you was like, I sold their bed. I was like, no.
Yeah, I used to have 5 kids. I sold a few of them too. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
Yep.
How many kids do you have?
Me? Mm-hmm. I have 3. I have a 24-year-old, Taylor, who's mum to Arlo, my grandbaby, who's walking.
Oh, awesome.
And, good luck, my house. And then I've got Blake, he's 19, and then Joshy, he's 10.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I just have Timothy.
Yeah. How is Timothy?
He is great. We spent time together this weekend. He makes honor roll in school. It's doing good.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
Jojo, it's not a nicotine stuff. Well, I don't think it's nicotine stuff. Rolling your own is good, but...
Oh, he's playing the new Plants vs. Zombies.
Oh, is there a new one? I'll have to tell Joshy.
Yeah, and it's got like this big Sasquatch-looking thing in it. Looks like an abominable snowman to me or something.
Yeah, they actually have had that they have the Giants, but yeah, that must be.
Yeah, well, I thought, it's new to me. He actually told me it'd been out a while.
So is there anything? I'm still trying to rack my brains thinking in 2 hours. If he had the whole thing planned and he'd actually had a hole dug Because when you remember, CC, how you said that that the other guy was going to take his woman to his house a couple of days before she went missing.
Yeah.
Well, what if they were, like you said, what if they were planning to get rid of both of them at the same time, and they had really pre-planned the whole thing, like dug holes and everything?
Yeah. That is possible. He was just scoping out. He was there. I think allegedly he said he had dinner there a few days before her disappearance. And then I was reading, people said no, he was only in the backyard. He has had this planned out for a while. He was just so stupid to leave his handwritten notes behind and to involve Michelle. Did he not know she would roll on him if they got caught? He is such a narcissist that he really thought he could get by with this.
See you, Jojo.
Yeah, Val, I'm doing that article right now, Valerie. I've got it pulled up on my phone. I was just trying to scan through it and see. Okay, so he posted the $500 bond or $500,000 bond and was released. He said, "It's an exhausting flight. I love my children. That's about it." He told the newspaper upon his release. He said, and Norm Pattis, his lawyer, said the arrest didn't even rise to the level of a jab, and his client was neither bending nor breaking in the case. "We will enter a not guilty plea the first chance we get," he said. Fotis and his girlfriend, okay, that just goes on to say when they were charged before they were released on bond.
How long had he been with that girlfriend?
Ever since him and Jennifer split up. He was with her before. I think they've been having an affair for about a year. So I'd say they've been together about 3 years.
And what did she do for a living?
She's just done. I really don't remember. I do remember reading she's been involved in different business ventures, businesses, and just jet sets everywhere. They called her a jet setter in one article when this first happened.
So she's probably a home wrecker who had dollar signals in her eyes.
Yeah. Well, it shows what kind of person she is. I mean, she's going to move on in Jennifer's house.
I don't know why you would want to live in somebody else's memory. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And Gloria Farber has been paying the mortgage on his Farmington home. Why? Why would she do that unless she's a co-signer or something, or unless it's in her name?
Yeah, well, see, I thought it might have been because, like if Jennifer was missing for long enough sort of thing, then they would eventually end up selling the place under them or something. So she was keeping it afloat. But if she's been doing it for longer than that, then, like, if she's been paying it since before Jennifer went missing, has she?
I think he stopped paying it in 2018. She's been paying it for a while. I know when this first happened and Gloria started speaking about it, and she said that was her house in an article I read. Then later on it came out she was been paying the mortgage. I kept thinking to myself, why would she say that's really her home? Well, she's paying the mortgage, and evidently it's got her name on it somehow.
Maybe they were in financial need and asked her to pay it.
I'm just wondering why he killed Jennifer. Was it because of the custody battle? Was it to get access to her money and the kids' trust fund?
I think probably all of it in one, CC. I mean, if you're trying to make a plan, usually you'll weigh up your pros and your cons. And all of them sound like cons, to get rid of her. That's just, it's easier for him. He gains from it. So whether it's materialistically or children or whatever, he wins at the end of the day unless he gets caught.
Yeah. I just don't understand. I mean, I do understand why they've not charged him for murder, but it's like frustrating for me and I guess other people too, because like we read about this DNA evidence and we're like, that's enough to charge him, but I guess they're wanting the body. Want to be 100%, they're going to get a conviction.
They want to line up all their ducks in a row before they go in because, if he's got good representation, then they want to make sure they've got even better information, or he's just going to walk.
Yeah.
You create, like I said before, you create enough doubt and you're home and hosed.
Yeah. They'll probably not want, if he does get charged with murder, Norm Pattis won't be wanting the trial to happen in that area. He'll be wanting it moved, I bet.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Norm Pattis makes Fotis look worse than he is. And he's pretty bad.
Love said, or maybe he had more than one lover.
That's possible. Michelle ugly as hell. She looked like she fell off the ugly tree and hit every damn branch coming down.
Yeah, that's what I call a branch of Cece.
Uglier and thin.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to walk. They're going to get him on something.
They will. And it's frustrating to us.
He's probably told them almost everything. They've just not released it yet.
No, well, they can't. I mean, you think about most cases that you watch that sort of drag on like this, right? When everything finally comes out, everyone's always like, oh, wow, if we had have known that, we would have thought this sort of thing. Yeah. Because there's always stuff they keep. They have to. Otherwise, they wreck their cases. The thing that interests me a lot is over in the States, you guys get told so much more than what we get told here.
Yeah.
About cases. Like, they pretty much blurt everything out to you guys. Whereas here, everything is under wraps.
How does it work? Like, here, you're innocent till proven guilty in a court of law. Is it that way over there?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do they get court-appointed attorneys if they can't afford one?
Yes. It's called legal aid.
Okay, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty sad. Sorry, not chatting. Preparing for. I clicked on it. Couldn't see it.
It's all good, sad.
Okay, cool. No problem. I do that all the time when I listen to people's live streams.
Val, I don't think he will hurt anyone else because, I mean, unless it's someone like his ex-girlfriend who's going to blab, that would be a possibility. But I don't think he'd be, he's done this for a reason. He's done it for money. He's done it for the kids.
Hey, Donnie, what if he could get somebody to try to take Michelle out, keep her from testifying against him? She better watch out.
I'm sure they'd have her in protective, they'd have her under watch.
That smirk on his face and that new mugshot and just the look in his eyes. He was pissed, but it felt like he was kind of smirking like, you're never going to find her.
There was a case in Australia, Alison Baden Clay, and her husband killed her and dumped her body down near a river sort of thing. And he had a face that you just wanted to punch because every time the news took photos and everything, he just had this smirk on his face, and it was like, we know you've done it. You know what I mean? You just knew. But the smirk was like, you're not going to find her. You're not going to find out. And they did.
Yeah, guys, if y'all got stuff to do, y'all don't got to chat. I always listen to a lot of live streams. Don't worry about it. People can't chat all the time. They got stuff to do. I always just listen to people when I do watch, usually. I've got to be getting off here. My dog's up, wanting out.
Oh, no.
Laying at the door. Thank you for coming on. It was a good chat. I hate to run you off, but I usually get off at 11:30.
You're all good. I've been going all day, Cece, so 2 live streams, 2 videos. I'm on a roll. All right.
Y'all check out Mel Mel's channel. Anybody watching the replay.
If you like insanity, come over.
Mike and Sandy, funny things. Check her out. I'm going to check out your video here in a little bit that you uploaded.
It's called Tube News. Okay.
I bet it's funny.
Get on to that. All right. See ya.
All right. See you, girl. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. Thank you for chatting. I'll keep you all updated. Any more stuff comes out, I'll put together a video. Of course, I'll put it on Patreon first. But anyways, y'all have a great day. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. God willing. Peace.